I know Rob Manfred had mentioned about trying to maybe speed up a game a little bit. That would be a goal of Major League Baseball moving forward, and I know you've been a part of that process, trying to implement some things in that Arizona Fall League. How did that all go?
Well, Meredith, I was never one to include a clock in our game because, you can't run the clock out in baseball. You have to get 27 outs. But I have to be honest with you. I went out there and watched the game when I was here, when I was in Arizona in November, and I was impressed. I thought that the game clipped along really well. Nobody ran the clock down. We had several violations early, but it really didn't intrude upon the game, which I was very impressed with. And I think it gives, especially today where your breaks in between innings are always so different, and I think it's given the players there a little better feel on when to sort of get the mental motor going. Even though we can make players in the Fall League do things at that level, we still think down the road it may have some use.
Did you hear any complaints or did you hear any feedback from the actual players? And when do you think something like that could be implemented into the big leagues?
Well, Tony Clark is on the pace of game committee. So, anything we do, it includes the association because it's too important. You can't, you wouldn't want to force players. And the one thing that I wouldn't want to do, because, players are creatures of habit, and you wouldn't want to interfere with that. However, we think there is some dead time in the game that can be eliminated, and in fact, the Players Association feels the same way. I mean, I talked to Tony quite a bit. We communicate often, and we just have to figure out what's the best way not to interrupt the game, and yet take that time out that sort of is nothing going on.